Okay, it is, what is it, 4:14 a.m. on a Sunday night, Monday morning. And this is Madison and 45th Street. And I'm going to go off the 59th and then go down 5th Avenue to right down to Washington Square Park. And then from there, I'll have to figure what I'm going to do next. But yeah, it's a nice quiet night. So I'll start. I would expect 4 a.m. on a Sunday to be pretty quiet anyway. Not really. I mean, it's a nice this is like the perfect time for me, like pretty late at night, at least between 3 a.m. and 5 a.m. This is when I love to ride, really, if I can, although it interferes with my sleep schedule a bit. What's going on? You know, I don't really feel like talking about current events or politics again. I just wanted to ride and maybe point things out. And I love it when it's so quiet, though. I love the city when it's quiet like this. I mean, I love it anyway, but I mean, it's like you kind of feel like you have the whole city to yourself. Okay, is this the guy parked, or is he with? It's a parked car. Okay. So what are we here? It's 56, yeah. So I'm gonna go up to the south end of, like, basically the south eastern corner of Central Park, and go down 5th Avenue. This is 57. This will take you to the Queensboro Bridge, I believe. Yeah, take you to the Queensboro Bridge. Not directly, you know. It actually ends in this nice little park, actually all the way out at the other end of the road, but it is a way to get to the Queensboro Bridge, which is on 59th Street. So here's 59th, and I'm gonna go, or is this, no, this is 59? This is 58. No, it's 60th. Okay, I went past 59. All right, well, that's not so bad, because there's this little spot right here, this little turnaround on the corner of Central Park, where cabs come to pick people up, I guess coming out of the park or something. Yeah, I can go across. That's pretty. Oh, yeah, I can go like around here. This is the corner of the southeast corner of Central Park, and I can just go around here. You can smell the horse shit still, even though all the horses have gone to bed. And this used to be a big apartment building, and it's a hotel now, I think. Got converted into a hotel. So yeah, now I'm gonna just go down Fifth Avenue here and turn left and right and go down Fifth Avenue. I'm hoping that, because I have to fidget with the straps. I have to fidget with the straps. So I am worried. You know, it's basically strapped to my head, the camera. So I worry that it's gonna be uneven. And yeah, these are two roads that don't really have bike lanes, so it's a little or does this have a bike lane? Is this a bike lane over here? No, it's not. It's just a. So it's better to stay in the bus lane, because it's, I guess, the safest bet. Stay in the bus lane. This has like an hour of video, so yeah, unfortunately it doesn't have the battery life. It's a camera, it's a GoPro actually, and it doesn't have the battery life of a phone. So it's like you sacrifice the image stabilization and maybe better sound, less wind interference for battery life. So that's unfortunate. I think this is much better though than the camera, because I can, I thought maybe the head movements might be distracting, but I think they're actually better, because you see more and I can talk about something I'm looking at, and just by looking at it you can see what it is I'm talking about. Rockefeller Center. I think these are Rockefeller. Yeah, these are Rockefeller Center. This is Rockefeller Center. Yeah. Actually, I don't know, here's the Diamond District. Right here are the big cartoon diamonds on either side of the block. I can't really monitor the video, unfortunately, so I don't know. You know, the problem is, I'm pretty sure I tested the wind on this before and the sound was fine, even when it was windy. But I hope so. And you know, I'm not really monitoring the video, so I could monitor on my phone, but it seems like that will drain the battery even more. I have it send a video feed to my phone so I can monitor. So I just gotta hope for the best. Strap it on my head and hope for the best. It is, yep, it's still recording, and it is, what is the temperature? 62 degrees, which is nice. I like it, like that. I like 60 to 70, especially when I'm doing like strenuous exercise. It's nice to have it be a little cooler. And we're at 42nd and 5th. And the world famous central, I guess it's the main branch of the New York Public Library with the lions on the staircase. And on the other side of the library is Bryant Park. There's the lions. It's nice, very nice. I don't even know which way I'm supposed to be looking. And this is going to be like a nice leisurely downhill ride. This is actually pretty nice, with the exception of the fact that there are no bike lanes. It's quite a nice ride at night. You don't have to worry about cars too much. Except for guys who want to turn right in a outer lane for some reason. It just feels great to be riding through the city at night, like when there's nobody around. Just hopefully the wind is not completely annihilating the sound. I really hope. It's supposed to, GoPros are supposed to be pretty good about blocking out wind interference, wind noise. But I guess we'll see. This guy gonna go? He might. No, not yet, I guess. But I love, riding at night like this, like late at night when there's nobody around, and like you feel like you just have the place to yourself. I mean, obviously there are people around. It is New York City. There's always going to be people around, but it's just kind of semi-desolate, very few cars, very quiet generally, and calm, and it's nice, very enjoyable. I want to check on this, like, excuse me, I just want to make sure I'm kind of framing with my hands to make sure, like, the camera is right in the center of my forehead, and so it's not like off to the side, or I guess one of the disadvantages of not having a preview. I did preview it before I actually started writing, but I've since fiddled with the straps, so I'm concerned I might have tilted the camera in a like slightly off way, or what's this guy doing? Oh, here we go. Finally a bike lane. Just when some guy got right on my ass to, this is Madison Square Park, and I have to wait for these guys to go, or this guy to go, one guy to go. Or no, there's more than one guy, but I have enough time to get over. So I'm sticking with Fifth Avenue. So I hit Washington Square Park. And yeah. Yeah. I just think it's nasty ass steam. I think I mentioned in another ride that you know, New York City has a network of steam pipes that are used for various things that has existed since the 19th century and is actively maintained, and that's why you see all those shots of the steam rising out of the sewers of New York, because it's this elaborate steam system, and that's one of the ways they let off extra pressure. And it stank. It stank. It's not good. It's like, it's not sewage, but it's like if you got a towel wet and then put it in a cupboard for like a week, and then so it gets all nasty and mildewy, and then you steam it. You know, that's what that smells like. I know I saw some people, some film students doing a scene with some woman dancing in the steam of the sewer grate, and it's like, yuck, yuck, not good. She could get a fucking yeast infection just from standing over that. It's fucking nasty. Anyway, yeah, we're almost at 2000. It was pretty quick by my standards anyway, because I usually do these relatively long. I'm sure there are people who ride way longer than I do, but I usually try to get in like 90 minutes, and this camera only lasts about 50 something minutes, unfortunately, so it's just a heads up, it's gonna cut out at some point. We're in 18 minutes in, so almost 19 minutes in, but it will just cut out, and maybe the sound, like the last video, will cut out first as a warning sign, and then finally it just totally conk out. But anyway, yeah, this is just passing the Gramercy neighborhood, and then this is the Washington Square Park neighborhood. Both very well to do. I mean, Gramercy's a little over to a street over, and it's like, what is it, like 18th and 19th Street, I think? Yeah, the 18th is the lower part of Gramercy Park, passes by, and 19th passes. But it's like, I guess what is counted as the Gramercy neighborhood is like all the places around the park proper, but also maybe a block away from that, you know, all around. And I'm gonna go around. I think I'm gonna take a left. Yeah, because it's easier to continue down. I'll get on Broadway. I think I get on Broadway from here, yeah. And if I take a left. Yeah, because 6th Avenue is the other way. Like, yeah. So, yeah. But yeah, you have all these nice houses here. Wealthy motherfuckers live in. Because these are not like apartment buildings generally. These are like, they live in the whole fucking thing. Well, at least many of them are like an entire house. You know, I might just take the quiet route, at least as far as I can, instead of taking Broadway, and let's go along the side of Washington Square Park. And what do we have down here? I think, yeah, I do have to turn through here. Is this a pedestrian? It's become a pedestrian area, or it's not even a street? So, all right, I'll go to Broadway, I guess. Some cobblestone streets, which are no fun to ride on, either with a bike or a car. They kind of suck. Basically, only good for travel on foot or by horse. So, not going that way. And we're getting into the West Village. And going down here. I think this will lead us like all the way down. There's Houston, where you may see traffic moving down there. On that corner is, I believe, Angelica. Yeah, this is the street for Angelica Theater, and that is I haven't been there in a while, but it's a nice theater. It's for not as nice a place as Film Forum. I think I prefer Forum, but it is nice. They show like independent films and stuff. They are now a big, like organization. I think they have more than one Angelica Theater, and they always have to turn shit into some kind of, even when it's a non-profit, have to turn it into some kind of conglomerate or something. So they like annex. Oh, here's Angelica right here. Yeah. And this is, what is the street? I don't know. Mercer Street. And now we're going on the fun cobblestone of Mercer, south of Houston. Oh, that's not. Yeah, that sucks. That sucks quite a lot. So the sooner this is over, the better. Yeah, that's not good. This is definitely a bike-proofed street. Okay, well, that's over. Jeez. Oh no, there's more. Okay, we're going to Broadway. Fuck that. Broadway may be a little busier, but there's no cobblestone, so that's while it can be quaint to look at, it is not fun to ride on. I think I should take the left-hand side going down here, and this will take us to City Hall. Broadway should take us all the way down to City Hall, which is where I'm going to go. And the idea was So I want to go to, yeah, I guess we can go down to City Hall. We go down to City Hall, and then should I get a new bike now? I don't think it's that one, another one. So let's see how many cars. You're gonna just take your sweet time, aren't you? How many? Okay, it's just so many. Okay, fair enough. It's a pedestrian. Anyway, yeah, this is we're again entering Chinatown, or sort of. Yeah, we are kind of entering Chinatown. Definitely entering Chinatown, getting close. Broome, south of Broome. I don't know really where Chinatown starts over here, but Chinatown is like a kind of like the whole like midsection, almost the whole midsection. Like it's definitely up to the, or pretty close to, like to 6th Avenue, I would say. It goes on Canal Street all the way to the east side, and then south a bit, and north a bit to Little Italy. I think I discussed that in the previous ride. I'm like riding too close to the same area as I was riding before, in a way, but it's just like a different, slightly different route. I'm going to take 6th Avenue up this way from Canal Street. I'm going to go down to City Hall, then come back up, and then go across Canal Street. 6th Avenue, take like kind of a little wacky route. Yeah, see, Canal Street's busy because you got it's accessing the Manhattan Bridge, and like yeah, it's hard to talk. On one side you have access to the Manhattan Bridge, and then on the other side you have the Holland Tunnel. So it's like Canal is always quite busy. And because Canal Street is busy, Broadway's a little bit busy here too, but also Broadway is pretty much a direct route to the Brooklyn Bridge, so that's another thing. Franklin Street and Broadway. Got a food truck guy hitching up his food cart guy. We have some food trucks, but mostly food carts. Good. Now we're gonna get run over here. It's not yet. Ooh. Get out of here. Once we get out of here, get away from these trucks. feel like I should, I think the garbage truck should continue to pick up garbage, not really get close to me. But, what do we have here? Reed Street. I'm gonna actually just go this way. I'm gonna skip, because I went to the city hall my last ride. I'm just gonna go, this is where, I don't know if you're familiar with the pharmacy chain in New York. Formerly, now it's owned by the Walgreens, but it used to be a New York City-centric pharmacy chain called Duane Reade, and it's named after Duane Street and Reed Street down here in Lower Manhattan. Fun fact. Is this sick? Wait. Sure. No. I want to say this is. I don't think it's called 6 down here, but I think I do have to go a little farther to get the 6. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe let's see what we can, or is this Hudson? I think is this Hudson? Yes, it's Hudson. So that was 6. So I'm on 8th instead of 6. And this is like the beginning of Hudson. Well, I guess the beginning of Hudson. Which becomes 8th Avenue, above House. So instead of 6, we're taking 8th for now, anyway. Yeah, I don't know what they would call. I guess this is Tribeca. Would this be Tribeca? I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't. Other than riding my bike down this area, I don't spend a lot of time below Houston Street too much. I'm like, most of the time I'm between Houston and, I don't know, 110th Street or something. So this, I think I developed a bike lane in a little while here. The bike lane materializes shortly, I think. Or when it just before it becomes 8th Avenue, I think it turned a bike lane material. Here's the Holland Tunnel access from Hudson Street, or outlet. Yeah, outlet onto Hudson Street. So you can go north off the Holland Tunnel. When this is really busy, it's annoying because you kind of are forced over to the right. When you get off of the Holland Tunnel, you're kind of often forced, due to heavy traffic, to stay on the right. When you're in Houston, and you really, if you don't want to go back on the Holland Tunnel, you really want to get over to the left, and it can be a real bitch to get over to the left on high traffic times. And canal goes to the West Side Highway, is it? What's that? West Street, yeah. Yeah, it goes to the West Side Highway. And the FDR on the other side, I think so. Yeah, you can get to the FDR, can you? No, I think you... Yeah, there's some way on there, but it might not be directly from Canal. You might have to turn off somewhere to actually get on the FDR there. But my very unplanned, off-the-cuff, and poorly researched tour guide commentary.
Let me go home. Let me go home. Let me go home. Let me go home with that.
Yeah, here's what I like. A nice bike lane. Nothing coming. Let me see my camera. It's still running. 36 minutes. Yeah, so we probably have another 20 minutes of battery life. Yeah, it's running down. We have another 20 minutes of battery life left. So you may not see the ride back up all the way. I mean, I'm going to switch bikes shortly as soon as I find, just so I don't get charged. Because you have, with the city bike membership, you have a certain amount of time to ride, and then you have to, you know, basically put the bike back and take it back out again to like reset the timer. But you have unlimited rides. It's just unlimited, I don't know, 40-minute or 30-minute, I can't remember, something like that. But you just can't ride a solid block of like an hour or whatever without like getting charged. After a certain time limit, you start getting charged unless you turn it in and get a new one. I used to have like I used to bike everywhere in the city, and I used to be much more active as an activist, going to protests and stuff like that. So I really knew the city. I mean, I still know the city well. It's just, some things are fuzzy because I have a shitty brain. And oh, there we go. Here, let's see if there's an empty slot. Probably not. The funny thing, oh, here we go. Yeah. The funny thing about places like the East Village and the West Village having these city bike racks is that I don't think anybody uses them because they have their own bikes. And now we're gonna take it right back out after we do let's get past the review thing, ride review, whatever they keep asking me for. Okay, and there we go. Back on the road. So it would be nice to like do a nice sign off or whatever on the videos. I guess I have to do that in post-production, but I don't even know if I will. Maybe I'll do throw some titles up at the end when the video cuts out. But I'm just basically riding or recording. I'm actually ride beyond the time, the battery life, but I'm just riding or recording again, recording until the camera gives up. So. And it's very, very pumpkin spicy smell here in the West Village, which is somehow doesn't surprise me. also a sour beer smell. They just picked up lovely. I don't really think of me having a very developed sense of smell, but I guess I do. 'Cause I do smell things that other people don't. What to do? That's a nice little place. What is this? Hard to read. Perry and something. I actually like the fact that, you know, COVID has caused these like sort of, even though it takes away parking spaces, which is not really a bad thing, even though I do drive in the city from time to time. These little dining booths or whatever, and how it adds a little something, and you have like a year-round. I wonder if they're ever gonna give it up, because like they basically get like automatic additional seating. If you have a little tiny place and you put one of those things out, you can like dramatically increase the capacity of diners or drinkers at your place. It's pretty cool. It's one of the very few things that have happened during COVID that have benefited small businesses, because they certainly haven't helped them with rent. They haven't helped them with pretty much anything. You know, it's a miracle how many businesses have survived. I mean, a shocking number have gone, but it is actually remarkable how many have survived. Oh, that's a fuel tank. Nice. Yeah, that's gotta be a fun job, driving a truck full of gasoline. It's gotta be great. Oh, he's stopping. Okay. Is there anybody behind him? He's letting somebody off. Here? Oh, that's odd. It's not a public bus. It's like a private bus line, so maybe it's just one of the regular stops. And here's 8th Avenue proper, because we've crossed 14th Street. So now we are actually on 8th Avenue as opposed to Hudson. No longer in the East Village, now entering Chelsea. Oh, yeah, I already got a new bike. Okay, so I don't have to stop and get a new one. I have a fantastic memory, as you can see. Let me see if this is still recording. Or I can, yeah, we got 44 minutes. Battery is getting low, but we're still I want to try and do some more interesting routes, like do as many like unique routes as I can, you know, to see different. Maybe I'll do Queens or something, or Harlem and the Bronx, or yeah, figure it out. Oh shit, there's some fucking broken beer bottles. That's fun, driving through that. So hopefully it didn't puncture the tire. I love when people just like do not pay attention to where they're going. Lots of sex shops here. It is like it is the neighborhood is like the garment district of dildo stores, or the flower district of dildo stores or something. World renowned for their high quality selection of and variety of dildos. I mean, it's just like there's lots of sex shops, tons of sex shops there. Yeah, you can throw a rock. You can't throw a rock and not hit a sex shop going up 8th Avenue in the 20s. Anyway. Now we're in the fashion district, or the garment district. Fashion district / garment district, FIT. I think we are. Where are we? Should be like in 20. Should be past it. Well, not FIT's on 7th Avenue. But this is like, what is this? 26. Yeah. There is a block. I think it's. It might be this one. I think. The FIT on 7th Avenue is between 26 or no, maybe this is it. Okay, I was wrong. Like 27th and 28th, I think these are all FIT buildings. Pretty sure. What is this? I wish I could see in the dark. I had better eyesight. I used to, but not anymore. But anyway, it's over there somewhere, and you're not going to see any of it. Actually, this is more interesting, these like little curvy roads that are between 8th and 9th Avenue. This is like a huge collection of co-op buildings that are, is this one of the curvy roads? I'll go down it anyway. Oh yeah, it is. It's like a well, no, not here, but I'll just go around. But these are like co-ops, and they were, I think, established in the 70s, 60s, 70s, something like that. And yeah, they're still going. It's like Stuyvesant Town West. I think there's a mix of public housing with co-op housing or something, but I think it's mostly co-ops. Like they're tended to be for people like middle class income, lower middle class, and middle class, regular middle class income people back in the 60s and 70s, so they could afford apartments when for the time. I mean, New York has always been expensive. I mean, most of the last half of the 20th century, it's always been expensive. And yeah, these co-op buildings in Stuyvesant Town were like a kind of reaction to the rising rents that just kept rising and rising and rising. Yeah, see, it's like a little curvy road to, I think it's intended to slow down traffic a little bit. Because there's parks on either side, and residential. It's all residential. Yeah, the buildings are fairly tall. I'm looking up at, but it's actually fairly well designed. They're not the most beautiful buildings to look at, and I've never been inside, so, and I don't know what it looks like inside, but I haven't been inside Stuyvesant Town too. I've been through Stuyvesant Town, but never seen a Stuyvesant Town apartment. But I'm sure they're fine. And it's like a little kind of residential oasis in the midst of the west side, which is usually pretty hectic and busy. Anyway, so that was that. We got 50 minutes, it's still going. I don't know for how much longer. I'm assuming we probably literally have 10 minutes or less of battery life, but maybe I might get surprised. But when it cuts off, I'll add a title card or something, you know, that I guess we'll say where I went or something. But that will be the end of the video. When the battery runs out, that's basically literally the end of the video. But this is the post office, like the 34th Street post office. It's a beautiful building, and I think there was talk of tearing it down, but I think they've backed away from that due to public outcry. I hope so, anyway. And we are yeah, 52. Okay, we're still going. It's amazing. Pretty impressive. But I don't think it's gonna last long. I mean, I might cut this right a little short, maybe. I don't know. Let's see. I'm gonna go across here and should I go across town from here? I think there's a bike lane here, so it might be okay. Yeah, there we go. There's a bike lane for some of it. After this postal truck. Oh, what is he doing? I'm going to try and get around him, so I'm not in the way here. And I'm gonna go, I think I'm gonna go, end this ride a little early, so I'm just not feeling the long ride. So maybe I might end it properly before the battery dies. That would be nice. This is Broadway, which much of it has been turned into like a pedestrian plazas, which I think is great. You know, I think more of the city should be pedestrian oriented, and there should be I mean, by American standards, New York City is probably the most hostile city in all of North America to cars, and I think it needs to be more hostile and force more people to this is 38th and 6th, and more people to use public transportation or walk or bike or whatever. There's just no need, other than like there needs to be truck routes for deliveries and stuff, and truck access maybe for deliveries, but so they have to plan that out. But regular car, passenger car, I think people should park in New Jersey or something, and park and ride into the city, you know, or wherever they're coming from, Westchester or wherever, and don't expect to just be able to drive everywhere. Coming up on 5th Avenue and 38th, and then I'm going to end this ride on 37th and 5th Avenue. This is so, wow, it's still going. All right. Big purple Mona Lisa over there. Hopefully the camera's on when I lock up my city bike here, and I can properly, there we go, and there we go. We have 58 minutes and 19 seconds, so alright, have a good night everybody.